Hello friends, welcome back. It's time for another episode of BigDenoPlays Kingdom Death. We are playing in our 7 Swordswomen campaign and we have reached Lantern Year 9, 0 deaths. I'm absolutely playing a lot more conservatively than I would normally, but every now and then I still get urges to make just outrageous decisions. Today's not one of those days though. Today is just a normal day where we face off against Fat Santa Claus in Atlas, but I will talk a little bit about the end of the last episode. We had a couple of decisions to make if we would go for a leather set or if we would go for a singing set. And we did actually have all of the requirements for a singing set, and so that was the option that I took. I also had enough resources, barely, and I just realised I might have fucked myself on hide. No, I've got a hide. I think it's a perfect hide. Yep. So yeah, we did actually have enough resources to craft the tempered spear. And so that's actually what we're hoping for. That's what we crafted. We did have to make a bone club, which is probably, it's an expensive cost actually for this tempered spear. But it's a good solid spear that's going to allow us to train up spear proficiency. So we made that. That means we have made a Dreamkeeper knife and a tempered spear. And after this lantern year, we will be able to craft an ornate rapier as soon as we hunt a level 3 or higher monster. So potentially that means we go for a phoenix next year, utilising our ageless survivors to ignore a lot of his rubbish. But we will see. And then finally, the Armor Smith's tongs. We need some broken lanterns. We're actually ready to make those, but we need a broken lantern or two. 4 survivors plus our scout. It was a possibility that I didn't want to bring the scout, but I think we can keep Newt relatively safe. Actually, Newt can't come because of megalophobia. Well, I guess that means we probably bring Lumina. That's interesting, actually. Interesting. No, I think we have to bring Lumina instead of Newt. And we're building the plane as we're flying here, friends. We're having to change plans. We're going to go Lumina Scout, I think. There we go. And those will be the boots, the vermin belly boots, clothed and satiated, -2 movement, and it's actually -1 movement because the vermin belly boots give us a +1, and that is going to be replaced with the Vespertine bow. All right, yeah, I think that's the right option. Unfortunately, means we go into this one with no double re-rolls from Guardian, but I think we'll be okay. Let's have a look at Atlas's little tab thing here. So we have the North Star tile. We create a deck with all Swordcraft cards, blah, 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 2 stone columns, which I don't bother setting up. Atlas is going to go first. However, we have a few tricks up our sleeve. Let's deal these. Let's shuffle the Swordcraft cards. And then we'll shuffle his cards. He does have a legendary in there, which sucks. Atlas going first with the potential to draw a legendary. Doesn't feel good. And so that is that. Let's go over here. Big Atlas, so Aya, we're going to have to drop Newt out and put Lumina in. We want Willow to be the target. So Aya, how far away is it? 4, yep. Lucy, Mossy, and Lumina. That is all. It's exciting. Willow is going to hopefully be the target of the majority of the attacks. She has the Gracious Master's Presence card because she is the highest sword proficiency person. which is good. I'm not sure why this is a little uneven, but we'll just correct that now. Very good. Good. So we will head off into the battle. We save that. We shall depart against Atlas. We gain 3 survival. We don't have any insanity. Just double check that we didn't get, yeah. We have Smog Singer's Cuisine at 16, but it's not Smog Singer's Cuisine. It's in fact something new and exciting, which we'll talk about at the end. Depart. Mossy has unfortunately arrived at the showdown with 0 survival, but fortunately we do gain 3 survival when we arrive at the showdown, thanks to our first aid kit, which is very, 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 very useful with a collectivist. It is heavy though, which is a risk, but I might have to remove that from Aya. I'm pretty sure I shuffled these already. That is all good to go. So Atlas is first. At the start of his turn, he will deal a Swordcraft card to someone of our choice, and we get to look at it for 8 seconds because we're weapon proficiency 8. Rising, oh, this is the good one, isn't it? Where you can have something good if you like critical a location or something. That's awesome. I think it's only one. And then he's going to draw his AI card. It's not his legendary, it's the furthest threat in range. And so that is all of our choice because they're all the exact same distance away, theoretically, if I set it up properly. Great. So we are going to target Willow, straight into Willow. You can't see because my fat head's in the way. She's here. We'll put it there. So Atlas is 3 speed, he's hitting on a 3+, but Willow is evasion 3, so that actually hits on a 6+. Does she want to put up a block? Probably not. No, she'll be fine. That's a 5, a 1, and a 3, which is 3 misses. So we do not trigger after damage. So that is it. Over here, this is face up. There's a reflex with a basic action targeting the attacker. We will swing with Willow using the Dreamkeeper knife. She's only 1 speed because she's -2 speed. She hits on a 4, which is excellent. We know it is this jaunty knee. I've done a wonderful job once again with this blue screen. Let's have a look at this one instead. Here we go, jaunty knee. So we'll try and critical that. We in fact critical on an 8. Discard all of your Swordcraft cards. So that one is discarded, the Rising Snowflake. I'm sure there's a card that's like if you critically wound and you have Rising Snowflake, you get a luck or 5 luck or something stupid. That's Savage. So you'll see here I've got his mood cards just face up. I'm just going to deal them up the top there because you just shuffle those and deal them out. But 2 wounds, and Atlas now has a -1 luck. We'll have a look at what's face up here. There is another wound. So we will surge with Willow. And she'll actually swing with the Tempered Spear. And so that's a 9, that's a hit. And the Tempered Spear is going to critical on a 10 normally, down to 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. It's going to critical on a 5. That's a 3. So it fails to critical. Does it fail to wound? The Tempered Spear is 5. She's 2, 7 plus 3 is 10. He's toughness 11, no. I think we have a Guardian reroll that we might... Is that worth putting in? We used that once last thing. I don't think we need to, no. So we'll leave that one go. +2 toughness to win this location. Willow will stay right where she is, which is adjacent to the attacker. Lucy Goosey, swing with the grand weapon. She hits on a 5 because she is 1 accuracy, and then she also gains an additional attack, which is a 6. That's 2 hits thanks to legendary lungs. +2 toughness, wound, critical. Great, so we want to go for this jolly rump. We may use the thing on this one. So Rib Blade is critting on 9s, 8s, 7s. That's a 7. So we're critting. This one is knocked down in the center of the showdown board. Unless the trap is drawn, he will not stand no matter what. He's knocked down. What a chump. But we gain our grand weapon proficiency point. And Lucy has had a good turn so far. She will move and swing with the grand weapon again using a surge. Does she have anything else to go? She did have to move at least 1 space every round, so that's good. So yep, spending a survival to surge. That's a 5, so she then rolls another hit, which is a 7, so that's 2 hits. There's an impervious hit location and a reflex, but the reflex is ignored. So 4 is a wound, but it's not a critical. So we ignore the reflex, and that one is impervious. And we have to roll that. We roll 3. If your wound attempt is odd, suffer bash and gain the priority target token. So Lucy is the target next turn. And we did a wound. All right, so that is Lucy's proficiency point, and she's done. Let's get in there with Mossy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right into the knockdown Atlas. Won't stand up and is ignoring that because of the thing. We will swing with Fist and Tooth. We'll actually surge. No, we'll dash using Lucy's survival. So all for 1 going well. And that will allow us to swing with Fist and Tooth for +1 action, +2 strength. We are going to use the just the normal Fist and Tooth, not the Immortal Arm. So that's a 9 and a 1. We will take the 9. We know this is ignored. Acid Palms, so that's a wound. So Mossy gets a wound with Fist and Tooth. And it's going well. We then will swing again with Mossy using a surge, using her own survival. And she hits once. It's this one. She crits on like a 7 or something. That's a 9, so it's a critical. He gains a -1 evasion token. He's having a rough time. Fat Atlas. Another wound with Fist and Tooth. Mossy done. Don't want to count my chickens, but this should be a pretty short fight. Lucy's going to go with the Diamond Scab Katar. Oh, sorry, Aya. 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. She will swing. It is a Sword Mastery Diamond Scab Katar. Hit, hit, hit. 3 hits, including a perfect hit, but we have not procced the Diamond Scab Guitar's bonus. So 1, 2, 3. So we have to do the first strike. He will not stand up, even though this says he will, because that critical was he will not stand up for any reason other than the trap. She's criticaling with this Diamond Scab Sharp Guitar on a 9, I think. So that's a critical. Gain a Courage and a Broken Lantern. So the Courage makes her prepared. No. It makes her stalwart, and she will roll a 6, which I think is gain 3 survival and 3 insanity. Showdown, 3 survival and 3 insanity. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Now, believe it or not, that's a shield proficiency point. Because it's a shield. And a Broken Lantern. So he is knocked down. So none of these reactions are a problem. This one. So because we're a sword specialist, we get to choose which one we want to take. So I think we'll take this one. I didn't deal the wounds there. Infectious Giggle. Okay. And then this one. That's a wound, but not a critical. Lamina the Scout. What is on top of the deck? She is going to shoot with the Vespertine bow. 3 speed. Hits 3 times. 1, 2, 3. No trap, and all of these are ignored. She is criticaling on a 9-8. She doesn't have the luck, does she? No. And she's wounding on a... She's wounding on an 8. So it's an 8 to crit. So that's a 3, that one fails. This one, that's a 9, so that's a critical, which is awesome. She gets a bow proficiency point. Gains a -1 accuracy, archive this location. And that's a 2, so that one fails. There's 2 wounds left. That's the end of our turn. We might just surge and kill him here. Let's have a look. Freezing Cane Club. So he gets up, he gives this to our deflecting master, which is fine. We will surge with Mossy. Or Ire. What's on top of the hit location deck? We need to do 2 wounds. We'll surge with Ire. I don't remember his trap. Rolling to hit. Hit, 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 hit. 4 hits is not ideal. 1, 2. There's the trap. A huge sweeping motion. A solemn Atlas produces a dazzling blade from the cane's sheath. Performs Spark of Joy. That's a shame. All right, so we know that it's this one, and we know that it's targeting Willow. And if we have a look at this, it's an Eastward Slash that just hits her. She's 1 speed, she's got to deflect. It misses. She can also dodge while doomed thanks to Death Sense, which is absolutely outrageous, I might say. Absolutely outrageous. Nothing doing for Atlas there, nothing doing. So he is currently in the middle of this Freezing Cane Club, so I think we will try with Mossy. She'll actually use Lucy's survival. No, Lucy's on the ground. Aya's survival, which will level up all for one into all for one 2. Make it all for one. That's commandism. Make it all for one and all for love. What's the leveled up on that? Yeah, you can just spend other people's survival without any limits. So that's nice. Yep, so she's going to try and roll the hit. She is hitting on 8 7s. So there's 1 8. We know it's this. That's a wound. It would be a critical, but there is no critical, so we clear off pratfall. What else is on top? Yep. Mossy will spend someone else's survival to encourage Lucy to stand up. We will use Willow's survival. And then Lucy's going to swing with her grand weapon using a surge. That is a 2. We will use a Guardian reroll on Willow to reroll that into a 9. She then has Legendary Lungs into a 7, so that's 2 hits. And we just need to do this 1 wound. And that is a 4, along with the rib blades 7, that is an 11, which is precisely what we needed. Are either of these relevant? No. There's that one I was talking about. Discard if any of this rising snowflake gain +2 luck. That is awesome. Man, I wish I had that face up and I had my founding stone. Could have just picked up 2 luck on Lucy. That's it. Job done. Freezing Cane Club. Atlas does not pose much of a threat to us at this level 1. Potentially not level 2, but level 3 he becomes an absolute nightmare. So everyone has gained their proficiencies that has them. Oh no, we didn't get a spear with Willow. We should probably have rushed in with Willow. Yeah, actually if we dash with Willow, she can't use, yeah, she missed. So no, she missed. Would have missed. Great. We shall complete the showdown, return and advance the year, and we have Pondering Galore. Pondering Galore. We'll roll our dice. That is a 1. We gain a perfect hide. I actually am happy about that, believe it or not. we actually need a hide to be able to innovate, and I didn't want to have to give up 2 perfect hide. I would have accepted 2 iron as well, but the population is rubbish. We don't have storytelling. We've done all that. What is on our timeline? We have nothing. We just go straight to a settlement event. We're slowly building up to our final form. Aya is not going to take a philosophy. She's going to continue to hold position. Wait for that romanticism. It's this column, this pile, and we shall halve them. The left pile, we shall take card number 6, and the right pile, we shall take card number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 cards. I like it, life and death. Oh, we have a new one, knighting. I'm contemplating taking this knighting one with someone. So what is it? A random returning survivor prostrates themselves before the settlement. So let's have a look at who that would be. Lucy has the highest courage. Strength, 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 strength. Yeah, the most likely one is the middle one. Lumina would get the most insanity. She would potentially gain destructive. There's no downside to this middle one. Guardless Forever is absolutely awful, by the way. I think we're gonna take Knighting just for the fun because it's a cool new card and we haven't done it. So we'll randomise the top down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's Willow, of course it's Willow. Her strength is the highest. Her insanity is not, and I don't think her courage is the highest. Oh, sorry, her courage. Her courage is the highest and her strength is the highest. We get to choose. We shall choose the strength one, thanks. I don't want my death sense survivor that dodges to be guardless forever. So she will take a vow of protection. And she rolls a 2. No, broken vow. Which is literally irrelevant. How fun's that? Because there are no survivors with 0 hunt XP. So Knighting is defeated from the settlement deck, and we do retain Dark Seamstress. And when I say retain, I mean we get to keep a positive one in there, which is good. Now, I don't think I marked up Willow's second use of Guardian. I did not. So that is it. Willow has become an absolute jet, by the way. Willow, get on that shield! Mossy's so close to thing up. Let's do some level ups. All right, so Aya is not going to take a philosophy. Just 2 more hunts, Aya. 2 more. And then you can be a romantic. Lucy's going to ponder Deadism, which is awesome because I don't recall getting this far in Deadism very often. We are rank 3 in Deadism and we get Dead Among the Living. Roll 1d10, subtract 2 from your result if the settlement has graves. We do have graves, and add 1 for every survivor born this lantern year. Not many, if any. All right, well, she needs to roll high. That's a 7, which goes down to a 5, so we gain Blackheart. So we will gain Blackheart. Oh, I actually need to deal out our knowledges, so Blackheart. That is actually quite an awesome ability. Let's deal out our 3 knowledges before we gain Blackheart. 1. Oh, yes. 2. Not going to take that. 3. Physiognomy. That's some great cards. Death Sense and Physiognomy are definitely on the cards, quite amusingly for me. Blackheart, we are Collective Cognition 14, so we add Blackheart to the forum also, and Lucy is going to gain Blackheart. We shall clear Despair. I don't mind that at all. I don't mind that at all. Cool. Lucy's turning into a little bit of a beast, actually. Lumina. What's she? Alphasist. Oh, is she pondering level 4? Level 4 Facism. Doesn't she have the possibility of like just dying here and turning into someone new? Gain a Lumi. Roll a d10. She rolls an 8. I'm contemplating using a lifetime reroll, in case you're wondering, because this is quite punishing. She loses everything. Lose your name for knowledges, impairments, abilities, disorder, severe head injuries, lifetime reroll, and all but 2 hunter XP. Adopt a new philosophy immediately. Doesn't say you lose your weapon proficiency points. So we could handle that. She doesn't lose her courage or her understanding. She's going to clear hemophobia, which is nice. She's going to lose Stoneface Engraver, which is irrelevant. Sculptor's Apprentice. This is a really tricky call. This is a lifetime reroll, where it's a 70% chance for this to be a good play if we lifetime reroll. Yeah, see that one is not really a one either. So I think we just have to accept this as it is. Or the other option is actually we just don't accept this this level up. We just choose to stay at XP 9 forever and don't take this level up. No, let's roll with it. Let's roll with it. I think that's it's not ideal. We're going to go with one of the names that my YouTube channel selected. So let's just quickly go to that because I don't remember. The next highest option was perfect, Artemis. She's been reborn as Artemis. That's pretty cool, actually. Artemis is now going to drop down to, she's no longer ageless, which is quite bad. So she drops down to 2 hunt XP. She retains her courage, she retains her weapon proficiency. Is this a new lifetime? I'm going to say butchery still applies. She's going to clear facism. She's going to lose her knowledge. She's going to lose her disorder. She's going to lose ageless. I'm not sure if prepared is an ability, so we're going to keep all those. I'll look into that later, actually, if prepared is an ability or if it's just there because it's the most logical place for Scribe Guy to put it. But we may lose that. And we are going to, do we deal ourselves verminism? It doesn't really benefit us, does it? I think we'll adopt regalism. Which is fun. She is Artemis. Join the castle. And she will roll a 3. She gains +1 strength, which is fine. She's now not allowed to depart unless Aya goes out on the hunt. Depressing. But she does gain a Lumi. That's an interesting turn of events because we can now purchase her Death Sense, and that might be a really good option. Regalism. So we already have the Regalism in the deck. Mossy, our collectivist. Let's level up collectivism. Monsters Roar. Into level 2. Gain a Lumi. Roll 1d10. Mossy rolls a Lantern 10. Gain a population. Come on, man. I don't want a population. I want a cool ability. I want Legion. I mean, Legion's actually not very good, but actually 1 or 2 would have been fine. Anyway, we don't gain a population from collectivism. That is okay. Marcy. Great, that is all of our things. So we're going to spend a hide, an organ, and a bone to do an endeavour, an innovate, I should say. And that will come, we have to spend one of our perfect hide. We gained a broken lantern in that hunt. We'll spend this tail fat organ and the bone. I unfortunately had to give up my veined glass bones, which is not good. We're going to give up a perfect bone? No, we can't give up a perfect bone. Gorm, I don't want to give up that handed skull because that's what we need for the black sword. That's just organs. Damn, it's going to have to be something here. This crystal ember is a little ace in the hole that I'm keeping until the time is right, and I'll explain why. I think we have to give up the beetle horn. Hide, organ, beetle horn. We need the beetle horn for one of the pieces. I think we need it for the helmet. I don't think we need to keep the beetle horn. Plus, they're pretty easy to come by. Bloodletting's pretty good. Saga, absolute rubbish. Isn't it interesting how different my perspective has been? We'll take bloodletting on some of these. Like I would jump on Saga and face painting normally. Absolutely jump on them. Bloodletting. So now we can discuss this Armorsmith's tongs, which we can make because we have a perfect organ, we have heat, we do have to do leather making, and we need a level 2 organ plus a broken lantern. So we can make that. We can also make this ornate rapier. We need a perfect bone, we need a bone and an organ from a level 3 node monster. So we're going to hunt a phoenix this lantern year, and we're going to make ourselves an ornate rapier, and that will be quite fun. Let's use butchery on someone that we have not yet used butchery on. And let's do some nightmare training. So we'll do nightmare training on Artemis has 9 survival, so we'll give her, actually I don't think we want to do her. Let's focus on the ones that matter. Shield is the key, I think. Aya's got 7. Yep. So Nightmare Training on Aya. 1, 2, 3. She rolls a Lantern 10, so she gains a Strength or a Accuracy. She will take a Strength. We'll do Nightmare Training on Lucy. 1, 2, 3. Lucy rolls a 7, so she'll spend a Survival to roll again. She rolls a 6, she'll spend a Survival to roll again. She rolls a 9, so she gains a Grand Weapon Proficiency point. Very good. Willow, we don't want to get a Spear. Newt, Dagger, not relevant. We've done 2. So we'll try Artemis. This is our 3rd attempt. 1, 2, 3. Artemis rolls a 4, so she'll spend a Survival to re-roll. Into a 4, into an 8. She gains another point of bow proficiency. She has used Butchery. 1, 2, 3. Let us it's a tricky call. We might just scrap Scavenge with someone who potentially wants a Courage. Yeah, we'll go Willow. She's got plenty of Survival, so she gains a Broken Lantern, and she'll go again. She gains spend a Survival or die. So we now have the 3rd Broken Lantern that we need for a Armorsmith's Tongs. So I'll look into those and decide if we want to make the Armorsmith's Tongs. Very comfortable victory. Let's go hunt ourselves a big scary Time Bird that's going to be a lot less scary because we just laugh at his tricks because we're ageless with everyone. Or we hunt a Dung Beetle Knight and try our best. We're probably with decent chance of defeating a Dung Beetle Knight. We've got a good Qatar. Got the Rib Blade, Shield. Oh man, the Dung Beetle Knight just gets, everything just gets rolled by Red Survivor. If you are hitting with a pickaxe or a shield, gain +6 strength. If you're hitting with a pickaxe, gain 2d10. That's just like on so many cards, and the Red Survivor gets that bonus every time. That's right, we want to buy Death Sense and Physiognomy, so I think Mossy has not quite got enough Lumi. No. Lucy does have enough Lumi, but she just got Black Heart, so we're happy with that. Aya has no Lumi. Artemis has 6 Lumi. Do we just buy Death Sense with Artemis? Willow already has Death Sense. Newt doesn't have enough Lumi. Yep, so we have to jump on Death Sense on Artemis. That is just too good in its leveled up form. So we buy that. All for One goes into the knowledge pool, leveled up. We're so close to leveling up Frog Kick. I can almost taste it. Oh, the last thing I wanted to touch on, we did just grab the level 16 Smog Singer's Cuisine. Now, that's very exciting. However, we have the new Survivors of Death box, and that puts a different knowledge at that level. Incidentally, by the way, if you have multiple knowledge cards at the same level, such as Crimson Crocodile and Frog Dog, you only choose one. So I've actually removed Blood Dancer from my deck. I learned that from the Lanterns Reign Discord, so thank you, friends. So yeah, we are just going to take this level 16, which is a very cool one that allows you to dodge, synchronic attacks, and range attacks. We don't have a lot of either of those. Some. But yeah, it's a cool knowledge. I can't remember if it's been added to Scribe or not, but I will remember that I have it and I will show it off because I will have the card here tomorrow. So that's all, friends. Great episode. Very excited. We will look at the Armor Smith's tongs and decide if we want to craft them. And I will catch you in the next episode when we hunt a phoenix. Big Deno out.